gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
We in here to vibes. Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. She said, how are people's people? I am here now. Hey, Virginia. Hey, everybody. Hey, good people. Rachel Ray, Lorraine, Dry Bob, Slow Bus Rider, Batty K. Elevated Aura, One of Me, Carla Crane, Watch This, Lady V, The White Ex-Lover, Lynn Ross, Nikki, Nichelle, Nobi, and who else we got? Tamika, Meek. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. We are in here. Hey, Jessica. Y'all know how this YouTube algorithm is. I hope I got everybody. Hey, and Kimberly T. I don't know if I said Lorraine, but hey, Lorraine. Hey, Miss Magnificent. Hey, Carla Brown. I'm waiting on this video to airdrop. It's been taking its time. Hey, Nateria. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Carla. It's sending. I don't know why it's taking so long. I wonder if I stop it and start back. But anyway, y'all, how y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? What have y'all been doing today? Hey, Cassandra. How are y'all doing today? Y'all enjoying this good Saturday? Hey, Coretta, baby. She said, I got my notification this time. Okay, good. Kimberly says, DDG makes me sick. He make you sick, girl. Girl, we gonna break him down today. We gonna break. Did y'all hear that new song? Did y'all hear DDG's new song? Shout out to the person that sent me that song, baby. Shout out to, I think two of you guys sent it to me. So thank y'all for sending me the song. Let me tell y'all what we're going to talk about today, okay? Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Can y'all share it in the group and share it so we can get some more people in here and hit that thumbs up so YouTube can help send this out, please. And thank you. I know this is not my regular time going live, but I wanted to go ahead and get this in because, you know, I want to do something later tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. All right. She said he's about as irritating and worrisome as the clown. Well, he is a narc. Okay, it said it fell. Hold on. Let me see. Why did it fall? Why did it fail? Why did this one fail? Okay, well, I may be able to just use the video on his channel. Okay, so we're going to talk about two things. Oh, wait a minute. It's going through now. Hold on. Okay, it went through. All right, I got two videos to show y'all today. Now, I cannot pull up, I cannot play DDG's lyrics, but I can read them, okay? Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I do have a goal up, you guys. My goal today is, I don't even know what I put it at. I don't even know what I did. $10, $20 super chats, I think. So that is a goal for today's live. If you guys don't mind, if you have it, bless your girl, bless your girl, bless your girl. We're going to put Miss Season on pause just for today, baby. Well, I ain't going to say just for today, but we're going to put her on pause today because I want to talk about these two stories. I want to talk about DDG wrote a song to Halle, which is his son's mother. Okay. So I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about Kendra G. Who know Kendra G? Raise your hand if you know Kendra G, because we're going to talk about her today as well, honey. Now, Kendra G out here being a whole hot mess.com, and I'm going to talk about it because what I seen today blew my mind. That's not the Kendra G. And to be honest with you, I don't know Kendra G, but what I saw today, that ain't the Kendra G that I thought she was. Who's been chiming in on Kendra G? Okay, to meet Kimberly, Rachel. Okay, y'all been chiming in to her hot mess. She's trying to sue podcasters. Baby trying, she did. And we're going to talk about that, okay? We're going to talk about her hotmess.com, baby. We're going to talk about Kendra G. But first, let's talk about DDG, okay? So again, shout out to the person, or the two people, should I say, that sent me the DDG song called 17 More Years. I think that's what it's called. Hold on. Let me just make sure if that's what it's called. He named it, yes, 17 More Years. DDG, if you don't know, let's put up a photo of DDG for those that do not know who I am referring to, okay? Hold on one second. This is DDG. I'm just going to put up my thumbnail. That's DDG right there. He cut off his dreads, okay? He's trying to look, I guess, a little bit more mature. But that is DDG. And we're going to talk about him today, writing that song to Halle. And then we're going to get on over to Kendra. But first, y'all, when I first heard the song, now let me say this. Before I heard the song, I didn't even know the name of it. I didn't know the title. As soon as somebody sent it to me, I just immediately hit play and I started listening. And as I was listening, I'm like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. So let me explain something right quick if you guys don't know. All right. So DDG was taken to court by Halle. Okay. You know, they tried to co-parent behind the scenes before the law got involved. And if you remember, I covered the story to where she came out basically saying that she had been asking him for a scheduled visitation. But he kept saying, no, I don't want to get on a schedule. I want to be able to come and pick my son up whenever I want to. Meaning, if I want to come Wednesday at 5 o'clock p.m., I'm going to come Wednesday. If I want to come Thursday at 12 o'clock noon, I'll come Thursday. And he expects her to be available. And if she's not available, then he comes out to social media and tries to drag her and throw little slick shade around. She's keeping me away from my son. She's not letting me see my son and shit like that. So she took him to court because she got sick of it, right? Well, amongst other things, because he was putting hands on her as well, okay? So she took him to court and it was revealed that he was abusive physically, mentally, and emotionally, okay? Now, all she wanted was just a co-parent properly, right? On a schedule with some type of structure. And he didn't want that. He wanted all the control. He wanted to be able to, like I said, do as he pleased, whenever he pleased. And let's just be honest, he wanted to disturb her peace, okay? That's what he wanted to do, disturb her peace, all right? So what happened was she took him to court. The judge actually saw things her way and gave her full custody, and he got visitation, supervised visitation, okay? Supervised visitation, where he actually have to go through like a structured organization in order to get someone to supervise him in watching his son, okay? Now, back up just a little bit. When she came out and petitioned the court for a restraining order against him because of the physical, mental, and emotional abuse, she asked for the judge to take her son off the internet with DDG, okay? Well, DDG got mad and retaliated, okay? And what he did, he turned around and got him a lawyer, and he filed for full custody of their son. He claimed that Halle was not mentally stable to care for the child. He claimed that she had suicide tendencies. Y'all remember? He tried to embarrass her by uploading under public documents. Now, he did this because, you know, the documents are public and he wanted the public, like bloggers like myself and others, to get this tea and spread it and make Halle look horrible, right? So he uploaded 2 3-year-old text messages where she admitted that she was feeling like not being here. You understand what I'm saying? Like she was like, I don't, I feel like I'm going to do something or I don't want to be here. She was expressing, yes, she was dealing with postpartum, but she was expressing not wanting to exist. Okay. If you know what I mean, right? So he used that against her, right? He didn't do anything about it back then, but he waited to retaliate against her. And then he uploaded some other photos trying to say, she hit me. Look at this scratch right here on my hand. She caused this scratch. She did this to me and all this shit or whatever, right? And he had his goons going to everybody's channel trying to say, no, it's not him. It's Halle. It's Halle. It's Halle. Why? Because this man has convinced his followings, right? And he has a large followings. He has convinced his followings that she's the crazy one. She's the mental patient. He just want to be a good daddy. We've heard those terms before, right? We heard those cries before. He just want to be a good daddy, right? That's what they do. They come out here and be like, oh, I just want to be the best daddy ever. So that is what he's trying to do. But nevertheless, he petitioned the court and said, if I can't have the baby online, neither can she. So the judge said, okay, I'm snatching it from both of y'all. Neither one of y'all can have the baby online. All right. So things have been going good, copacetic, or whatever the case may be. However, what we didn't know that behind the scenes, she ain't talking to him. She's straight up ignoring him. Okay. She ain't, all she doing is dropping the baby off at the supervised visitation spot. He's picking the baby up and they have no communications. All right. Narcissists do not like that. I don't know if y'all knew that. Narcissists want to talk to you. Narcissists don't want no third party. Narcissists just want to aggravate the dog shit out of you. They want to talk to you. They want to manipulate you. They want to gaslight you. They want to disturb your peace. So while they are co-parenting right now, right, to a certain extent, while he is able to see his child, right, that ain't good enough for him. Why is it not good enough for him, right? Why is it not good enough for DDG? Because it's not just his son that he wants to see. He wants communication with Halle. Why do I say that? Well, let's listen. Well, we can't listen because I don't want him to copyright strike my page, okay? I don't want him to copyright strike my page, so I'm not going to let y'all hear it. I will say, I think that everybody should go and listen to it. However, I can't play it on here because I know he'll strike me. So I'm going to just read off some of the lyrics, and I think you're going to understand where I'm coming from. But I do say on your own time, please go listen to the lyrics, okay? Now, some of the lyrics, and I start listening to it, it's a very emotionally manipulating ass song, okay? Now, and another reason why I'm going to say it's manipulating before we even read the lyrics is because this man literally published it to the whole public, and he posted on his large platform for the world to see and hear. Now, if you don't know anything about manipulation, you would listen to this song and you would say, oh my God, this man really loved his son. This man really miss his son. This man really want a healthy co-parenting relationship. That's if you know nothing about manipulation, okay? But when you put the whole story together, right? And you see that he can no longer whine about not seeing his son, and that's not what he's even whining about. He's whining about having a connection with her. That's what he wants. He wants a connection with her. Okay? Now, mind you, this is the same man that wanted to take away custody from her. She said, Amor, did you know her album is coming this month? He knew that. No, I did not know her album was coming because I don't follow them like that. But thanks for telling me that. So listen, this is the chorus of the song. I don't want to fight no more. Tired of the court dates. Lawyers getting over on us. Watching money go to waste. We should all get together on his birthday. Light the cake. If we talk, it'll get better. Go ahead and drop the case. Right? Used to text your phone. Now we speaking through the mail. You don't even know I got love for you still. Said you want me gone. Is that really how you feel? Might as well get along. We got 17 more years. All that love we had, I feel it vanished. All that hate we get is hard to manage. How we supposed to make up for these damages? We don't need no judge. We don't need to fight. I can't leave my son because he need me in his life. Why you got him thinking that you, Tina, and I'm Ike? I can never hate you. Me and you created life. I don't need revenge. I don't need control. I just need a chance. Want to watch my baby grow. Looking at my phone, the photos we took, you was my best friend. How we got here, I'm shook. I don't want to fight. And then he goes on with the I don't want to fight a thing again, 17 more years. Then the second verse, he says, if your goal was to hurt me, you did that. We could have talked at my house, you know, where I live at. If you ever needed money, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. If you ever needed money, you know I'll give that. I can't even call your phone or see where my kid at. I'm happy for you and whoever that you're with, long as he can treat you better than I did. We ain't got no communication. That's the main thing. Every time we walk into that court, they say the same thing. These judges judging me, and I gotta stay calm. Still got respect for you. You a good mom, even though he tried to take the baby full custody. Don't know what to do with myself. This happened so fast. Just call my phone and we can put this in the past. And then he goes on with the course again, okay? So y'all heard that, right? Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that, right? So and the flow of it is sad, depressing, emotional. You understand me? You understand what I'm saying? Emotional. I don't wanna fight no more. I'm tired of these court days. Lord, lawyers getting over us, watching money go to waste. We should have all get okay. I'm probably fucking the song up or whatever, right? But why do I call cap on this whole song? Why do I do that? DDG came out complaining to the world when he had communications with Halle, right? This man came out to the world complaining about everything Halle was doing. Complaining, complaining, complaining. She was begging him, please, don't put me in your blogs, in your streams. Don't mention me, right? Because Halle is a real actress, okay? She has a career. She make movies, and she's like, I don't want to be a part of your online fuckery, okay? I don't want to be a part of it. Leave me off of it. Leave our son off. But he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. He kept going live. Halle this, Halle, and he wouldn't even really say her name. It was my baby mama, my baby mama, my baby won't let my baby mom won't let me see my child type shit or whatever, right? So when they had communications, he was texting her, he was harassing her, he was worrying about who she was with, when she was with, and is a nigga around my child type shit, right? He was aggravating her peace. And not only was he asking who my child is around, right? He even had people, and I'm going to say he had, okay? He had people following her, taking photos of her, and posting them online. That was straight up ass harassment. This lady was being harassed. They were taking photos of her kid on the playground, okay? Saying all he want to do. And they were saying things like, all this man want to do is see his child. All this man want to do is see his child. All this man want to do is see his child. Let's break down the psychological gaslighting and manipulation in this song, okay? All right? Let's talk about it. So this is what happened. DDG lost control legally, okay? The court sided with Halle, right? Halle, I'm sorry. Do I say her name wrong again? It's Halle, yeah. So the court sided with her, granting him supervised visitations only, right? He retaliated. He filed for full custody, and he did that trying to weaponize her postpartum text messages and trying to frame her as unstable. He even had people out here saying, he's going to get his son. He's going to get his son. I bet you he's going to get his son. I bet you blah, 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 all that or whatever, right? But when that failed and backfired, right? She got what she asked for, right? And now he turns around after having the supervised visitation, this, that, and the other. He released a song hollering, I just want peace and I want a co-parent. He had that opportunity to do that, and he didn't want to do that, okay? So what is this about? This is about image management right now, okay? This is straight up ass manipulation, and it's disguised as vulnerability. He want people to think this is just about my son. I'm being vulnerable right now. I'm putting my heart out on the limbs, okay? This song is coming from my heart. That's what he want people to think. Why do I say that? Girl, when I went over to his YouTube channel and started reading some of the comments up under the song, I wanted to throw up. You want to know why? Because what he wanted, he's doing. Majority of all of those, probably 99% of those comments up underneath his song that he posted, they're like, this touched my heart. I can feel this. Oh, I'm crying right now. All manipulation, all emotional manipulation. He did this for that. Using phrases in this song, right? All of this is a performative guilt trip. Using phrases like, go ahead and drop the case. We don't need no judges. We might as well get along. We got 17 more years. All of that is emotional manipulation. We don't need no judges. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. She said, another attention seeker who wants to take advantage of a successful ex-partner for clout. And I think he knew exactly when to drop something like this, shaking my head. You are absolutely right, Iris. Absolutely correct. This all strategic. This is what you got to understand. These narcissists sit back and plot and plan this type of shit. How can I get the most noise? How can I disturb her peace? And how can I get people to go harass her? Because that's what this was for. I want them to go harass her and say, come on, drop the case. Because that's what they was doing in the comments. Come on, Halle. They was like, I hope this song get to her. And I hope she dropped the case. Y'all don't need to be no judges. Y'all can get along. I miss seeing y'all together. Y'all know how to co-parent without the judge. No, she tried that. She tried that. Okay? This is about control and manipulation. Go ahead and drop the case. We don't need no judge. Yes, you do. See, narcissists don't like when judges or the legal system all, as a whole is involved. Why they don't like that? They don't like abiding by an order. They don't want no schedule. Why? Because they want control. They literally want to do as they please. They don't want no judge or nobody telling them how to move, when to move, right? They want to do it on their own. They want to disturb your peace. A schedule doesn't disturb your peace because you know he's coming to get his child on this day, this time, and bringing the child back on this day and this time. Before the court intervened, she didn't know when she was getting her child back. He would come and take the child. She would be like, when you bringing him back? I'll bring him back when I'm ready. There was no structure. Now, this is her words that she told the judge. No structure whatsoever. The judge provided structure. And this is after she basically asked and asked and asked and begged and begged and begged and plead for him to come up with a schedule. But he's a narc. Okay? Now, I'm calling him a narc because he act like one, okay? His behavior is that of a narcissist to me, all right? So now, he wants to make people think, oh, I'm just being vulnerable. I'm putting my heart out there on the limbs. He even said in there, I still got love for you. Oh, that's bullshit. But anyway, let's continue, all right? So anyway, go ahead and drop the case. We don't need no judge. Might as well get along. We got 17 more years. Those are not neutral statements. They are made to pressure Halle to back off legally. Drop the case. Get rid of the legal system altogether. We have 17 more years to deal with each other and our child, okay? Listen, the legal protections that exist now because of his own behavior, he wants them gone. He wants them gone, talking about, oh, I'm looking at our phone and I'm looking at the photos that we took together. All bullshit, all manipulation. This is manipulation, not reconciliation. He's attempting to paint himself as calm, a reasonable father, while positioning Halle as the one who's causing the division. He's trying to point the finger and blame her yet again for them not being able to peacefully co-parent. But they are co-parenting, just not on his terms. They're peacefully co-parenting because guess what? She's not keeping the baby from him. He gets to see his child. But a narcissist don't just want to see their child. You have to understand that it is you who they want to see. Why? Because they want to disturb your peace. They want to rattle you. They want to get you bothered. They want to get you emotional. She was his supply. The son was just a bait. That's it. That's all. Unfortunately, when you are a narcissist, I'm not going to say DDG don't love his child, right? I'm not going to go that far, but it is not all about the child. You have to understand they try to make it about the child, but it's not about the child. It's about the supply, and the supply is Halle in this situation, okay? It's the baby mama. That's who they want. They want to disturb the baby mama. That's the supply, not the child. The child is just used as a straight up bait, okay? So anyway, gaslighting elements hidden in the lyrics. Gaslighting is when someone distort reality, right? To make you question your own decision or feeling. Here are some examples. Why you got him thinking that you Tina and I'm Ike? Now, the son is only like 2, maybe 3 at the most, but I think 2 years old. Do you really think a 2-year-old is thinking that his daddy is Ike and she's Tina Turner? Huh? Why would this man even say this in that song? Why you got him, meaning our child, thinking that you're Tina Turner and I'm Ike? That's gaslighting, okay? It makes you question your own decision or feelings. So when he says, why you got him thinking that you Tina and I'm Ike, yeah, he's talking about his son. And then he says, we don't need no judge. We don't need to fight. If they didn't need a judge, he would have been able to sit down and make a schedule for them. She been asking for that. Listen, DDG or David or what, I think his name is David. David, I need a schedule. I just want to know what days you're going to come pick him up and when you're going to bring him back. I need to know that, so because I have a schedule that I have to work around too. If they did not need a judge, he would have met her in the middle. He would have said, okay, 50-50. I get him Wednesday through Saturday and you get him Sunday through Tuesday or whatever the case may be. He would have presented something. He did nothing. He said, I can see my son whenever I want to, when I call you on the phone and tell you to bring him over. And she even said it's times when he would come get the son, drop the son off at his mama house, and that joker be down in Miami somewhere. He wouldn't even be with his son. He just wanted to be able to say, I have him. He's in my custody, meaning not with the mother. Okay. All right. So again, gaslighting, make somebody question their own decision. Why you got him thinking that you Tina and I might. So what he's saying is it wasn't that bad. We weren't beating each other asses like that. We got in an argument. It may have been a little shoving here, shoving there, but it ain't that bad. You making it seem like it's worse than what it really is, right? We don't need no judges. We don't need to fight. He's rewriting the truth here. He's trying to frame her as exaggerating everything. Oh my God, you just exaggerated. You're acting like this is the worst ever. All right. And then he's trying to reframe the court order supervision as this is just unnecessary drama. We don't need no judge. We don't need no fight. We ain't got to fight. We could do this on our own. We don't need them. We don't need these people in our business. We can do this. You the mother, I'm the daddy. We can do this. Okay. But anyway, this subtly tells the public that I'm not the problem. She's overreacting. And that's what he's trying to say. When he says we don't need no judges, we don't need no fight, he's trying to say Halle overreacted. She got these people involved in our lives and we don't need this. She's overreacting. Okay. Right. And don't need no supervision. That's what he's trying to say. All right. So anyway, this is a way of him trying to erase accountability altogether while appearing emotionally mature. He's trying to act like I'm being the daddy. I'm putting my heart all out there. I'm putting this in a song and I'm telling you, please meet me in the middle. All right. Another thing about this song is reputational rehab. We've seen that done before. Where people come out here, they call them diss songs or whatever you want to call it. Ain't nothing but reputational rehab. It's also a PR move. A narcissist tactics often used after a smear campaign fails, right? They come out and they want sympathy. So what do? If they are a writer, an artist, or something of that sort, even if they are a poem reader, they put it in their poems, their songs, their raps, or whatever, right? And what he did, the song positions him as a good daddy that just want peace, the mature man that want the judges and all the legal people out of his business, and the victim of an angry, bitter baby mama. So even though he never used those words, even though he did not come out and say, you're bitter, you're angry, you're the problem, the words of his songs, right? Through the manipulation is saying just that. You're an angry, bitter baby mama that put this legal system in our life, all because you're mad, all because you're bitter, all because you're trying to intentionally hurt me. And all I'm trying to do is be a peaceful, good daddy. That's what this song says without saying it, okay? So anyway, meanwhile, during the song, he never apologized for leaking the text messages, private messages where she threatened to end her life, right? He never apologized for coming out publicly suggesting that she was unstable. He never apologized for retaliating after she filed a restraining order. He filed one on her and even asked for full custody. Okay. He never apologized for that in the song. He never apologized for taking it or even allowing it to go that far. Now, he could have said in the song, I still think it's manipulation, but what he could have said is, I should have abided by what you asked me before. I should have met you in the middle. All you was asking was for a scheduled visitation, but I was being hard and hard-headed and not meeting you in the middle. I've learned my lesson or some shit. You know what I'm saying, right? Taking some type of accountability, but he didn't do that. He shifted all the blame and accountability in her corner. He's just looking like, oh, we don't need this. We don't need no judge. We don't need no legal system. Come on, we can do this. We got 17 more years. They just taking advantage of us. They just taking our money. And then he even said, now this part right here got me. This joker said, if it's money that you needed, I would have gave that. Nigga. This joker put it in the song. He's trying to position himself as that's what she wanted. And that's why he said, if you ever needed money, you know I'll give that. Now, in the court papers, if you remember me going over this story, I stated that Halle said she asked him to pay child support and he never did. Halle says this man has never given her a dime since their children were born. Not one dime. Not one dime, okay? Never given her one dime. But in his song on verse 2, he says, if you ever needed money, you know I'll give that. He's trying to position himself as she's also doing this for money. She's doing this for money, okay? Woo, he a whole piece of work. Anyway, let's continue. So again, never apologize for any of the bullshit that he actually put her through, and never tried to take no type of accountability, and never even basically stated that what she was trying to do before the court system, he should have went along with it, right? He should have tried to talk about it and meet her halfway, right? That should have been negotiations then before the court thing ever came out, right? So again, the omission of the apology speaks volume. It screams. He's not trying to repair the damage that he's caused. He's trying to redirect public perception. I'm a good daddy, and she put the legal system on my ass, all right? Pattern: retaliate, rewrite, romanticize. This is a classic narcissistic manipulation cycle. Retaliate means when control is lost, right? He tried to retaliate by doing what? By filing for custody. Rewrite the narrative. Drop the emotional music to appear loving, kind, gentle, and just a good daddy that just want to see his child. Romanticize the relationship. That joker said, "You were my best friend. I got love for you still." That's all to blur the boundaries and make her seem heartless if she doesn't respond. This joker said, and let me quote exactly how he said it. When did he say, "I got love for you still"? Because that one threw me too. He said, "You don't even know I got love for you still. Said you want me gone. Is that really how you feel?" Now, mind you, Halle got a whole man. She in a whole relationship, and he is too. He is too. You write a song hollering, "You don't even know I got love for you still. Said you want me gone. Is that really how you feel?" Guilt, trying to guilt her, trying to play on her heartstrings, baby. Manipulation, manipulation, manipulation. That's what this is about. This is not about co parenting, it's trying to coerce through emotional optics. All right. Bottom line, this song was public manipulation. It was used as a public manipulation tool designed to undermine Halle's legal stance that she took, and I am proud of her for taking it against this damn narcissist. It was also used to recast DDG as the misunderstood good guy, good daddy. All right. And it was also used to pressure her emotionally and socially to make peace on his terms. All right. The dead giveaway in this is go ahead and drop the case. That's not about their son, it's about control. He wants control. This is not about the son. This is not about him being a daddy. This is about him wanting to disturb her peace. This man says, he told her, let's go back to the lyrics. He said, I think he said something like, let me go to the verse. I think he said something like, "Call me." Hold on. He said, "These judges be judging me, and I gotta stay calm. Still got respect for you. You are a good mom. Don't know what to do with myself. This happened so fast. Just call my phone so we can put this in the past." No, no, hell no. You would not be here if you meant any of this. He doesn't mean any of this. This is all for the public and for him to release this song on his page. Because guess what? He said, right, that they talk via mail. He said, "We don't get to talk on the phone, but we could talk via mail." If this wasn't a public manipulation stunt, this man would have sent these lyrics, he would have mailed them to her. He would have sent it to her in the mail, and it would have been directly between her and him. This is manipulation 101 that he's still trying to get the public involved to do what? To pressure her. To pressure her. DDG, you should be a damn shamed of yourself. Now, I don't know who told him that this was a good idea, but it's not a good idea whatsoever. And I believe that her lawyer or a judge, if they see this, will also agree that this was not a good idea. I hope he understands, this young man, because he is a young man, and I hope he understands. Grown folks can see through this manipulation bullshit. Okay. Now, a lot of his followers are young. They took it as, "Oh my God, this touched my soul right here. I'm over here crying." That's what he wanted. Exactly that. But he thinks it's going to play on Halle's heartstrings. Now, I really hope and I do believe that she has somebody in her corner that's telling her, "Don't fall for the okey doke." Okay? Don't fall for this. This is not a man that's trying to be a good father to his child. He can no longer come on the line and complain about not being able to see his child, right? He can no longer do that. So now he's trying to say, we are both the parents. We should be able to communicate. Well, when they were communicating, she asked you to stop mentioning her on your panel in a derogatory way, and he would not. This is the same man that AI'd her voice. Okay. He AI'd Halle's voice and tried to insinuate that he was talking to her and trying to say she's keeping him from his son. Okay. And he does that, one, to disturb his peace, but also to bring the views and also to have people to go harass her. Okay. That's exactly what this is about. Now, I know she probably got some good people in her corner, and I hope they tell her, don't fall for this shit. Do not fall for this shit. All right. Let me read some of y'all comments. She said, now she's a good mom. He's so laughable. Exactly, Kathleen. She's a good mom, but he tried to take custody. Imagine that. This reminds me of this reminds me of every narcissist that I've covered. They come out here and they try to paint their baby mom as this bad person in the beginning just so they can turn around and admit that they are a good mom. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. We've heard it. We've heard it with multiple of the narcs that I've covered. Kimberly said he knows what he's doing because in the last court date, the judge said Halle can call him regards. Wait a minute, hold on. He said he knows what he's doing because in the last court date, the judge said Halle can call him regarding the son. This dude is slick. Well, she doesn't want to talk to him. And that's what bothers him. When a narcissist straight up ignore your ass, when they ignore your ass, and this is even sugar on top of the damn cake, because when you have a child, it's hard to ignore a narcissist. But when you got the legal system involved and he says that the supervision have to be supervised, that's a win for her, because that's, I don't have to deal with this mofo. That disturbs their peace. So he says in his lyrics, what did he say? He said something about, I don't know what to do with myself. Let me get to that one. He says, I don't want to fight no more. Tired of the court. Lawyers getting on all of us. Watching. We should be together on his birthday. This joker said we should be together on his birthday. Light the cake. If we talk, it'll get better. That joker said, if we talk, it'll get better. Then he says, used to text your phone. Now we speaking through the mail. Might as well get along. We got 17 more years. But it's somewhere in here. He said, I don't know what to do with myself. Let me see. I think it was when he said, if your goal was to hurt me. Here you go. If your goal was to hurt me, you did that. We could have talked at my house. You know where I live at. And then he said about the money deal. He says, I can't even call your phone or see where my kid at. I'm happy for you. And why you put that in there? I'm happy for you and whomever that you're with. Long as he can treat you better than I did. We ain't got no communication. What's the main thing? Every time we walk into that court, they say the same thing. Hold on. Oh, here you go. Still got respect for you. You a good mom. Don't know what to do with myself. This happened so fast. Just call my phone and we can put it in the past. That joker said, don't know what to do with myself. You want to know why? Just what I talked about yesterday, narcissistic injury. He's over there wigging out because he can no longer disturb her peace. Now, when he was still able to post his son or even mention his son on social media, that was still disturbing her peace because he would do things or say things to the son, right? To that still disturbed her peace. He can no longer do that. This man, narcissistic ways or behavior, he can't carry it out. He can't get the emotional reaction from her that he desires, that he needs, that he thrives on. Okay. That's what he's mad at. He's mad because he cannot control her emotionally. He cannot make her cry, make her blow up, make her act out. He can't do that. Why? Because she broke communications with him. Our narcissists hate when you ain't talking to them, baby. They hate it. And see, she got it in the court records or something that he can't harass her. I'm sure she has that in there. It's a restraining order or something, right? He can't stand that. And he knows that she keeps copy of the text messages and she's probably giving it to her lawyer. He can't stand that. She jerked his chain and he can't stand that. That's why he don't want legal involved. See, if legal is not involved, he might be sweet for probably the first 30, 60 days or whatever. And then he's going to resort back to the same nasty ass, narcissistic, manipulating ass DDG that he was when she was begging him for a schedule. Now, it would behoove Halle to stick with the legal process. Do not get the courts out of your co-parenting because see, she's at peace right now and he wants to disturb her peace. All right? That's what he's after. She said, exactly. We have seen this strategy before, trying to get custody and then crying a lawyer fees. Exactly. And then trying to say, oh, she's a good mom. She's a good mom. If she's a good mom, why was he trying to take full custody? If she was such a good mother, why was he trying to take full custody? Because he was doing it out of retaliation and he wanted to hurt her. He wanted to disturb her peace. Now, the song, in my opinion, he should be ashamed of himself. Now, let me go look at his page right quick and see just how many views that song has right now. Let me go to DDG page. He just posted it 21 hours ago, and it already has. Oh, well, it actually doesn't have. It has. What did he do? 2? Well, the 17 more years only have 6.9K on YouTube, but I think his bigger channel is on Twitch or something like that. So, and I don't have a Twitch, but on YouTube, he got 6.9. Now, he released another song and it says, Ghana, No Smoke. I don't know if that's has anything to do with it. So it looks like he released a lot of songs. Hold on. So that's just one of them. So hold on. He released a whole album, it looks like. Give me a second. He released, damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he released 13 songs. So I guess that's a whole album. So he released a whole album, but one of the songs in the album was 17 More Years, and it was directed to Halle, his baby mama. Okay. His baby's mother, whatever you want to call it. All right. Kimberly says she's getting her swag back. She's smiling again from the inside. He noticed that and he can't stand it. Ooh, baby. Child, she said exactly, and he's upset about it. Yep. And Candy says a malignant narcissist. These individuals are not only self-centered, but also actively seeking to manipulate, exploit, and harm others. Ooh. You know, I never really paid attention to a malignant narcissist. I'm gonna have to look that up. And yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you, Candy. So anyway, that's what's going on with DDG right now. So we could put DDG down. Well, no, we're going to leave this up because, baby, we about to talk about Kendra G, baby. Now, raise your hand if you have heard what Kendra has been doing, or have you even heard the video where she came out saying that she was going to sue bloggers for, get this, y'all, for doing reaction videos of her show. Raise your hand if you even heard her say that she's going to sue bloggers that does reaction videos. Now, let me just read the Fair Use Act right quick for y'all. Hold on. I'm going to read the Fair Use Act. The Fair Use Act is a legal doctrine in the United States copyright law that allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the owner for the purpose such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Okay? Whether a use is considered fair is not a simple rule, but it is determined on a case-by-case basis by analyzing 4 factors: the purpose and the character of the use, the nature of the copyrighted work, and the amount of sustainability of the portions used, and the effect of the use on the potential market for or value of the copyright work. What does that mean, right? What does that mean? That means if a person wants to use a portion of your material, they can, as long as it falls up under criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research, and that it also the nature of it, right, is not to stop you from making money, right? And is not to use all of your video, right? A portion used, and it doesn't affect your original work. Meaning that if the copyright affects your original work, then that's not fair use. But if it doesn't affect your original work and they transform it to theirs, right, then that's fair use. So Kendra G doesn't like when bloggers as myself react to her single shows. So there's a guy out there, and I'll put him up in a minute, right? Him and a bunch of other people. Now, I've never done a reaction to Kendra G's single show, right? But a lot of people do, just like they react to sports, just like they react to reality TV shows, just like they react to crime shows, just like they react to police cam videos, just like they react to whatever that's online. There's a lot of reaction channels, okay? Majority bloggers out here react to other videos that they see. That's their job. That's how they work. Okay. But it's no different than what ESPN does. They react to football shows, right? They react to basketball shows or whatever, right? The games. It's no different. It's no different than what TMZ does. It's no different than what the Shade Room does. It's no different than what CNN does. It's no different than any news station out here. They react to something that has hit the internet, or you know what I'm saying, that has hit the world. That's public knowledge, okay? All right, hold on a second. Oh, I'm trying to remove this. Hold on. Okay. So, with that being said, Kendra G came forward and said, you cannot do reactions on my stuff. You can't. I have lawyers. I'm going to sue you. I don't want you doing reactions on my content. She literally thinks that of everybody out here, that her shit cannot have no reactions on it. So she goes live and she shows that 15 different bloggers were struck because of her lawyers went after them to strike down her content, okay? Because she doesn't understand YouTube laws, and apparently she did not understand fair use, okay? Now, you're going to hear her in this video states, I don't like fair use. But can you imagine somebody so vain saying that they don't like a law? Because fair use is a law. Fair use is a law. Well, it's a legal doctrine. Let me just say that it's a legal doctrine that protects people up under the copyright law. She says, I don't like that. That's almost like saying, let me give you an example. Well, I can't use that because, okay, so you know how when Obama was in office, how it was legal for gays to get married? And somebody say, I don't like that. So you can't, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna marry you because I don't like that. No, that ain't even close, because they can deny marrying you. But all I'm trying to say, I can't give an example right off the top of my head, but this woman basically says, I don't like fair use. I don't want you restreaming or even doing reactions, commenting on your channel about who comes on my panel, right? On any of my guests. I don't want you doing no reaction videos on my shit. Of everybody out in the world, I don't want you criticizing. I don't want you doing commentary. I don't want you using nothing of mine. And you know what? She even goes further and say, go get a job. as if it's not their job, as if YouTube is not a job. This is their job, right? But I want y'all to listen to some of the shit that she said. Now, I'm not going to play her whole video, but I do want you to hear some of it. I am going to fast forward a little bit because I don't want to play the whole thing, all right? Yes, she has bumped her head real bad, all right? So let's listen to some of what Kendra G said. I'm going to try to fast forward a little bit because I want y'all to really just get into the meat and potatoes. And then we're going to talk about this lawsuit that she filed, right? I'm going to tell you about that in a minute, okay? But let's start listening to some things that she's saying. Just ridiculous. Kendra G, you should be a damn shame of yourself. Hold on.
That people would still try. I don't know why you trying to.
Hold on, let's back up a little bit.
It's super dope. So download the Kendra G Singles Dating app.
It's coming.
Free to watch. We're not going to change that. So make sure you download that. Okay. This is a PSA announcement. As you guys know, I have stated that all video rights that come from the Kendra G Singles Dating app are owned by my company, Singles Live. This is not to be played with. Even if I myself take a video from the dating app that I own and I put it on my YouTube page, you cannot reuse it. It cannot be repurposed. I said this since we launched the live stream, will be 3 weeks. So 2 weeks ago, I've been saying this. I have a team of lawyers dedicated to this because I knew that people would still try. I don't know why you tried me, but either way.
So let me just stop right there. You know, people always try to throw up lawyers to try to scare people. I have a team of lawyers. They do that shit to try to scare people. And if you don't know your rights, right? And if you are not educated, you would listen to what she said and you would say, let me never stream any of her stuff. Let me never do any commentary, right? Because she got a stream of lawyers, right? She's trying to scare people. I have a stream of lawyers. Well, let's continue, okay? We're going to see what those stream of lawyers got her in a minute, okay? Let's listen.
Shout out to my cousins because I'm being honest with y'all. I be busy as hell. And I know it just seems like I just sit down and ask people questions, but my day is never that simple. So I really don't know what goes on in these YouTube streets as much as you guys do. But shout out to the KBI. The KBI, I have called you guys the Kendra Bureau of Investigations. They have been sending links to different pages that had up footage from my dating app. And I will just send it to my lawyers. And I want to say so far, maybe about 15 videos have been removed.
So right here, this lady got people working for her, right? She calls them her Kendra, what she says, KBIs, Kendra Bureau of Investigators, right? She got people going out and finding out what all bloggers are speaking on her or playing any of her video. And then they send the links to her and she turn around and send it to the lawyer. Now, let me say this about a lawyer. A lawyer is going to work for you, right? A lawyer may try to tell you, I don't know if this is going to work, but they're going to take your money, especially if you're somebody like Kendra, right? They know you got it and they're going to take it. They're going to take it. And that's exactly what her lawyer did. Now, her lawyer could have pushed back and said, Kendra, this falls up under fair use. Just because you don't want anyone to do reactions on your videos, don't make it legal, right? But no, her lawyer was going to take her money. Why? Well, because she has it to give, okay? All right, so let's continue. But anyway, let me just say this right quick. So she got a team of people wasting their precious time going around YouTube, okay? When they could be doing probably anything else. She got them going around YouTube finding out who's doing reaction videos on her videos, and they're sending her the link. Oh my goodness. What a horrible use of your supporters, right? What a horrible way to have your supporters out there working for absolutely nothing. Okay? All right, let's continue.
It's always a daily process. They just started the process yesterday and 15 were removed this morning. So they're moving fast, which I appreciate. And I just wanted to have this conversation because there's this whole thing about fair use. I never liked fair use. To me, fair use is very lazy. You are not a content creator. You are a thief. You take other people's work and you find a way to monetize from it. And that's what it's always been about.
Okay. Imagine someone, right? Imagine someone saying, I really don't like fair use because it's lazy. She thinks that people that do reaction videos or commentary, right? People, do you know how long people have been doing reaction videos? Raise your hand if you remember a long time ago now. You might be telling on yourself with your age, but raise your hand if you remember movie critics from long time ago. People would literally do videos about and they criticize movies. It's movie critics. They literally judge the movie, good, bad, or indifferent. Raise your hand if you remember that. Okay, QC. You remember. Okay, so I don't even know if they still do it, but I know they used to do it back in the day. There's no different. They watch the movie. Some people do it on music too, right? They listen to the song and then they say what they like about it, what they don't like about it, what could have been different, you know, how they too much of this, too much of that. They literally judge the movie. They give their critic reviews of the movie. But she's so vain that she said commentaries, reaction commentary bloggers are lazy, as if she said it's called stealing content. Now, if someone took her whole entire video and reposted and just said some shit like, what y'all think about this video? How y'all like that? What y'all think? Tell me in the comments how you think. I would agree with her and say that that is theft. We've seen that done out with our own eyes, right? We've seen people don't know how to react to no video. Now, y'all know if I go and get somebody else's video and share any portions of it, y'all know 99% of the content is going to be mine. It's going to be my voice. I'm going to give you guys my reaction and my opinion on what I see because I'm very opinionated. But some people do not know how to do that. So they will steal other people's content for real, right? And they will literally say, what do y'all think about that? That's not, in my opinion, and in YouTube opinion, that's not content. That is theft. But what she's talking about, right? And I'm going to put up the guy in a minute. But these people are doing reactions on the people that's on her show. Okay? They're literally going over what this person said. So let's just say, for an example, we're going to get to that in a minute. But let's just say, for an example, if a woman comes out and say, I want a 6-figure nigga, but she on welfare or some shit. They're going over what, because it blows their mind. So their reactions are on the people that's on her show. But she's called that theft. She said it's harassment. She says it's not allowed. And she tried to sue them. But let's continue. I want y'all to hear this vain ass woman because it gets worse. This video gets worse. Now, I'm going to tell you where she totally lost me. Now, this right here was some fuckery. But when she started talking about black people as a whole, Kendra. Oh, Kendra, let's listen.
It's not about people giving great information to help somebody become better. No, it's a money grab. It's that simple. Well, my dating app costs a lot of money. It's not cheap. So I don't know how the hell you thought that I paid for my dating app and you was going to be able to take my content and repurpose it and make some money. I think the hell not. I think the hell not. So this is really a PSA announcement for all the reaction channels that have been living off of me for the last 2 years. Get a job.
Woo! She said, get a job. Ooh, get a job. Get a job. She said, you ain't gonna make no money off of me. So all you reaction bloggers, get a job. Get a job. You're not gonna eat off of me no more. Get a job. Let's continue.
Get a job. I mean, if you had a vacation set, don't spend your money. Don't spend your money. I'm taking this extremely serious. I also own Kendra G Singles. It's trademark. So all this time when y'all think y'all had all those other, that's a whole nother conversation. Let's just focus on the dating app right now. So cousins, for the meantime, still do as you have been doing, which I truly appreciate.
So cousins, that's what she called her supporters. Like we call ourselves loud talkers. She calls her supporters cousins. So she's still saying, cousins, continue to do what you're doing. Go out there, find these reaction channels, hosts, bloggers, bring me the link so I can strike them down. Right? But she doesn't understand YouTube law. Okay? But I bet you she do now. Okay? But let's continue.
You see that has been on the dating app, it's going to say copyright on it. Even if they try to cover it up, let us know. My legal team will handle it. In so many ways, to give you an example of why this is so serious to me, here's the deal. Let's say y'all know.
Now, I don't like that excuse she used, and I don't even want to hear it. She's talking about a marathon bullshit, but we ain't even going to, unless y'all want to hear that, but I want to fast forward it to the part where she started talking about black people as a whole. I want to listen to what she talk about black people as a whole. The marathon thing was stupid to me.
People jump in your picture.
Okay, that's the end of it right there. Hold on.
So no, I'm taking this extremely serious, as you guys have been doing, which I appreciate. If you see any videos with my content, it's going to say copyright on it because we're starting there. There is a whole nother issue of just using Kendra G Singles, the dating app, the logo. Those videos are under copy.
Let's go. Let's fast forward a little bit more.
Have the right to use it if it goes to YouTube. Literally said this in the video, and I would show you the clip.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit because the guy that said this, that's the one she took to court. Hold on.
I gotta ask my lawyer team, but one person literally told the cousins, like, report my page. I have the right to use it if it goes to YouTube. Literally said this in the video, and I would show you the clip, but the video has been removed because he was wrong.
See, listen. She said because he was wrong. Listen. Because he was wrong. Listen.
Like, report my page. I have the right to use it if it goes to YouTube. Literally said this in the video, and I would show you the clip, but the video has been removed because he was wrong. You do not.
He was not wrong. He was not wrong. She literally said the video was removed because he was wrong. No, the video was removed because YouTube has an obligation to remove a video if you claim it is copyright infringement. See, that's what people don't understand. If you claim copyright infringement by law, they have to remove it, right? But then if a person appeal, you got to take them to court, and you got 10 days to show that you have taken them to court, and a judge will say whether or not it is copyright infringement or not. Now, if any, and a lot of people will counter it, right? As they should. They will counteract it or counterclaim it, and then they have to go and take the person to court. Now, it was said that she spent over $10,000 taking a blogger to court that countered the strike. And I'm going to just tell you what happened in a minute. Okay, let's continue.
Own any of my content. And I want to be clear, even if I put it on YouTube, no, you still cannot repurpose it. It is really that simple. And I know that as a woman, you guys are seeing what I go through as a woman.
Now, this what carried me right here. This is what actually pissed me off about her. But let's back up a little bit. She said you can't repurpose it. What she don't understand is you can do reaction videos of it. Now, no, you can't just copy it and post a whole show on your page. You have to do commentary. Right? Criticize it or whatever the case may be. But she thinks that her shit is better than anybody else's shit out here. Girl, bye. Who are you, Kendra? Who is she? You can't repurpose it. You can't use my content. Kendra, who the fuck do you think you are? Huh? But anyway, y'all, I'm going to need you to drink some water right quick. I'm going to need you to sip on some water right quick because it gets worse. Okay? So I'm about to open up this bottle of water and I'm about to drink me some right quick. Hold on. This is where she got me, honey. All right, let's listen to Miss Kendra. How you say? Kendra G. Okay, here we go.
Who runs a company? I go through this a lot with men because what I learned in business, men just don't respect women a lot of times.
Oh my God.
So they try you because most of the reaction channels, when people send me, they're hosted by men, which to me is sad in itself. The fact that you have to live off another woman's work ethic really shows you what kind of man you are.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I really feel sad for you. I always say this and I stand by it. Men in my real life would never. They go out and they get it and they make a life for themselves. They do not wake up in the morning to see what Kendra G did so they could find a way to pay their rent this morning. But like I said at the top of this, get a job because those days are over. Okay, those days are over.
So she goes on a rampage insulting men, okay? She goes on a rampage insulting men, but she's gonna go further. I want you guys to listen very careful how she explains how these men that do reaction videos on her content don't love their wives, okay? And she's even gonna talk about them having little bitty wings, okay? For doing commentary on her. She's going to say that they care more about her and want to watch her than they do their own wives. Woo, baby.
And you know, it's interesting because some of it is done from single men, right? So I'm like, how are you a single person, you know, trying to commentate over the guests that come on from my show looking for love? My mission never changed. And I want to finish this and I'll come back. You know, I'm dyslexic child. I'll be going around the world with my information and my thoughts. But how are you a single man critiquing the people coming on my show looking for love? You're single. Like you're literally in the same boat as the guest that you're talking about.
But do you hear what she just said? She said, how can single men critique the women that come or critique the women that come on the show, right? She said, how you as a single person can critique the single people that come on the show? You're single, and so is she. But she critiqued them. She critiques them on her show, and she's single and run a single dating app. But she's single. So how is she any different than they are? How's she gonna tell a single person how to get in a relationship when she ain't in a relationship? Huh? Anyway, let's continue.
What are we doing here? And then there's some married men. And the married men, you embarrass your wives. Like, I know your wife is embarrassed to say you are her husband.
Oh,
to be married to a man that does nothing but tries to break down Black women. And also to be married to a man that likes me more than he likes you. I just keep it 1,000 with you. Some of your husbands don't really like you. They settle for you. So what they do is before they even kiss you good morning, they on my YouTube page, on my Instagram page, on my Facebook page, seeing what I did because they really don't like their lives. They really don't like the life that they have with you. But they settled for you and they're gonna build a family with you, but they're really not happy. That's why they give women like me and other women on the internet so much of their attention because they can never in life get a woman like me, ever. And
y'all hear this lady? Somebody said she's not single, Miss Amore. She said it herself that she was single. When I say single, I mean she's not married. She said herself that she was not married. Okay, that's why I got that from Kicking Knowledge with Carrie. She said that herself. But do y'all hear how vain she is? Did y'all just hear that? She said that married men that do commentary on her videos, they don't even kiss their wives in the morning. They get up and they come and they watch her, right? And that and they're just mad, right? They really don't love their wives, and they can never get a woman like her. Okay. They can never get a woman like her. Okay. Hold on. I don't know why it does this. It does it sometime. Hold on. Come on now. I may need to reload it. Oh, it does this sometime, y'all. Work with me. Work with me. Sometimes if I stop and start it too many times, it'll do this. Give me a second. Where we at? On 9 minutes and 5. Okay, let's drop it and come back. Give me a second. Oh, Miss Kendra. Oh, Miss Kendra. The vanity is just real, baby. I'm talking about real, real. I was like, oh, Kendra. Really? Kendra.
They really don't like the life that they have with you, but they settled for you and they're going to build a family with you, but they're really not happy. That's why they give women like me and other women on the internet so much of their attention, because they can never in life get a woman like me, ever. And
so basically, she's saying if a married woman does commentary on her videos, they really don't like their wives. They're just settling for their wives because they're doing commentary on her videos, and they're just mad. They're only settling with the wife that they have, and they're mad because they can never get a woman like Kendra.
I'm talking my shit today because I really sit back and I let the show go. Let me tell you something. I believe in lawyers and the police. Oh, I don't play these YouTube comment section games. I don't got time for that. I got lawyers. That's what they do. That's what they get paid to do. Okay. But back to what I was just saying, because I don't want this point to get lost. I hear so often about, oh, well, you're not married. Let me tell you something. I be married to a goofy.
And I want y'all to listen to her analogy of why she's not married. Okay. I want y'all to listen to this. Pay close attention to her talking about being married, and she adds in ambitious and how she would have to conform and listen to a man and comply and all this bullshit or whatever, and why she's single. Listen to this woman.
I hear so often about, oh, well, you're not married. Let me tell you something. I be married to a goofy. I don't want to be married to a goofy. I'm never going to be married to a goofy. You do not hurt my feelings when you point out that you're married and I'm not. Your husband is a whole goofy, or you are a goofy. And your husband is the bar of your life, right? Your husband's here. So you're only going to go as high as your husband, and it's here. Well, I've been surpassed your husband. I'm up here.
Ooh.
So that means I would have to be less ambitious,
less
attractive, because if you look better than me, honey, then your man will be paying attention to you and not to me, and less outspoken. So I would have to be less of a woman just to be married to your goofy ass husband. I think the hell not. I think the hell not. So this is really, I wanted to come here to say this because gone are these YouTube reaction channel games. It's over. We don't got time for that. I got a whole company. I got a whole business, and you don't have to respect it. You don't have to take it serious.
Let's talk about what she said right quick. What do y'all think about that, married women? Do you think that your ceiling is as high as your husband's? Do you think that you would never go higher than your husband? Because that's what she said. If you're married, she said your ceiling basically limits at your husband, and she's way above your husband. So she's saying that as a married woman, you can only go as high as your husband. I disagree with that 100%. Like, is she serious? What do y'all think about that? That she feels a married woman will only be as good as her husband. and that she won't come down to that level because she's more attractive, more ambitious. What do y'all think? Anybody married out there? I call bullshit on it. I think that she's full of herself when she said that. And I think that if she was married, she probably wouldn't feel that way. I think she's saying that. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say, I believe Oprah have said something around that before. Not exactly those words, but she said something related to that before. You know? She said there are many women that make more than their husband. Absolutely. So why does she think being married, right? You have a ceiling. Huh, Kendra? Has Kendra ever been married? Let's listen to that again. Her analogy of you will only go as high as your husband. Huh?
Out that you're married and I'm not. Your husband is a whole goofy or you are a goofy. And your husband is the bar of your life, right? Your husband's here.
She said your husband is the bar of your life. Your husband is the bar of your life. Huh?
That you're married and I'm not. Your husband is a whole goofy or you are a goofy. And your husband is the bar of your life, right? Your husband's here. So
Ooh.
you're only gonna go as high as your husband.
What?
And it's here. Well, I've been surpassed your husband. I'm up here.
And you see how she says, well, I've been surpassed your husband. Ooh, the vanity is real. Now, I do understand that Kendra came out and said that she made her first $4 million or something like that on social media. Kudos to her, right? I don't want to take that from nobody. I get it. But baby, has the money went to her head or what? Honey, has it went to her head or what? Do she feel that she's the most successful person in the world? Huh? Your husband is here and I'm here. Huh? Do she not know that there are some regular bloggers that don't have no single dating app that makes way more money than she does? Does she not know that? Yeah, she makes $4 million a year. That's quite a bit. A lot. But there's bloggers that make way more than that. Ooh, that ego somebody need to stick a pin in it. Ooh, baby.
And your husband is the bar of your life, right? Your husband's here. So you're only gonna go as high as your husband, and it's here. Well, I've been surpassed your husband.
I've been surpassed.
So that means I would have to be less ambitious,
less ambitious,
less attractive, because if you look better than me, honey, then your man will be paying attention to you and not.
She said she would have to be less ambitious and less attractive. Now, I'm not going to hate on Kendra, right? She's a beautiful woman in her own way, but in my opinion, she wears too much damn makeup. So you really don't even know what she looks like because she wears too much makeup. And I've seen Kendra, again, I'm not hating on this woman, right? And I'm not trying to drag a woman, but it's the behavior and the attitude that I'm going to drag. It's her goddamn ego that I'm going to drag. Kendra's not the best looking woman out there. And I've seen her skinny. I've seen her in shape, very toned, and I've seen her looking like Willy the Wonka, okay? I've seen her looking her body wasn't looking all that right. So I've seen her. She fluctuates. But she's definitely not the bar out there for on the look category, okay? I'm just saying she's not the bar. But she's talking like she is. Baby, somebody done blew Kendra head all the way up, okay? Literally. But she wears a lot of makeup. So really, what does she really look like? Huh? We really anyway, let's continue.
Well, I've been surpassed your husband. I'm up here. So that means I would have to be less ambitious, less attractive, because if you look better than me, honey, then your man will be paying attention to you and not to me.
Wow.
And less outspoken. So I would have to be less of a woman just to be married to your goofy ass husband.
Then she said less outspoken. Raise your hand if you are a married woman and you are outspoken, because baby, I'm married. I'm married. And do y'all think I am outspoken? I'm probably one of the most outspoken as they come. And I am married. She said she would have to be less outspoken to be married, less outspoken, less attractive, and less ambitious. Woo, child. Woo, child, Kendra. That ego, baby, that ego.
Married and I'm not. Your husband is a whole goofy, or you are goofy. And your husband is the bar of your life, right? Your husband's here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Is your husband, and it's here. Well, I'm being so pastoral husband. I'm up here. So that means I would have to be less ambitious, less attractive, because if you look better than me, honey, then your man will be paying attention to you and not to me, and less outspoken. So I would have to be less of a woman just to be married to your goofy ass husband. I think the hell not. I think
now, mind you, let's talk for a second. Mind you, the reaction videos that these married and single men are doing, they're not doing the reactions off of Kendra. They're doing it off of the guest that comes on her show. So how does she put herself as they're watching her because they wish they could be with somebody like her? That they don't love their wives, right? Because the first thing they do is go watch her in the morning. She's made it about her when they're doing reactions on the guests on her show. But now she made it about her. It's her that they're watching. It's her that they harassing. It's her, right? She made it about her, not the guests, not the actors or the players on the team. She made it about the team itself, her. So vain.
So this is really, I wanted to come here to say this because gone are these YouTube reaction channel games. It's over. We don't got time for this. I got a whole company. I got a whole business. And you don't have to respect it. You don't have to take it serious. You could just lose your YouTube page in the process, because that's what will happen. My dating app is not to be played with. Okay. There are true copyright laws. And that is why in one day, 15 videos got removed. In one day. My lawyer team worked on this yesterday on a holiday weekend because I told them this is very serious to me. And this morning I woke up and the videos were gone. So I'm just saying this to say this. And also, someone said fair use is law. Fair use, and also for everybody that don't know, fair use is not even determined by YouTube. Fair use is determined by a judge.
That's right.
So a lot of times a lot of these YouTubers just don't have the coins to go to court. But that's really who decides.
And that's what she was banking on. When she took this young man, that I'm going to show y'all his video in just a minute, when she took him to court, she was banking on him not having the coins to fight her in court, okay? Right? Everybody ain't going to just sit down and allow you to just take them to court and you win, okay? So she didn't think that this blogger, because he's a smaller channel, I think he has like 20 or 30 something thousand subscribers to her almost millions, if not millions. She probably had millions or whatever, right? But she didn't think that this small channel YouTuber will fight her in court. And he did. So when she says, when she throw around the word, my lawyers, I got these videos taken down, this, that, and the other. She's doing that trying to scare content creators, bloggers, reaction content creators in sharing or repurposing or reacting on her videos. She's trying to scare them. And she thought her scare tactics was going to work. Okay?
It's fair use. A judge decides, not YouTube. You can look that up for yourself. So all these games that y'all been playing for the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever, get a job. Find another way to feed your family. Okay? Find another way to take care of yourself. Because gone are the days of you taking content from my hard work in order to try to embarrass the people that come onto my show. One thing I will say about Kevin Samuels that I did respect is he created his own content. People called into his show. So it was what it was, right? If you calling, you calling to my show voluntarily. It is what it is. And we 5 years old and now we have the dating app. So there's no shock. So if you had your own channel and people called in and you ridicule them, that's your business. That is your business. I have
So what she trying to say is get your own show and do your own reactions off of your own show. But listen to what she says next, y'all. So vain. You can't do what I do. You can't run a single show. Because if you could, you would. Listen.
Nothing to say about that because you created your own content and now you're doing what you want to do with it. But to take content that you can never create yourself, because the truth of the matter is you cannot host a dating show. Like, you cannot do it. You cannot do it because if you could do it, you would do it. No one's going to call you. And that's the whole, you don't have enough money to create a dating app. We'll talk about that. We'll just talk on the basics. Okay. So
she said no one is going to call you and you don't have enough money to do it anyway. Okay, I'm the bag, I'm the brain, I got the skills to do what I do. You can't do what I do. That's what she's saying. You can't do it. You can't have a show. Nobody's gonna call you, okay? You don't have what it takes, and you damn sure don't have the money, baby. Ooh, oh.
As I say, if cousins, as you guys have already been doing, and I appreciate y'all so much, and I love y'all for it. If you see any videos,
how many times she gonna say that? But let's get to the part where she says it's always the black people. It's always the black folks. It's always our people. Always our people trying to tear each other down.
That have copyright on them. Please let me know, like y'all been doing. Send me the links. I will send it to my lawyer team, and they will be right on it right away. With that being said, I just want to say this too. You know what's so sad?
What's sad?
It's really like black people.
Ooh.
Like I wish I could say I'm having these issues with non-black people, but I'm not. It's black people. So it just goes to show you how black people talk so much about supporting each other. So much. Black people be the ones be trying to tear you down, child. And if you want to know the secret to my success, I worked and I was willing to invest in myself. And I'm genuine. Like, here's the deal. You can say what you want to say about my show, and I understand there is a large entertainment part of why people watch my show. That really wasn't the reason why I created it. I created it for people to find their person. And what I've learned is sometimes you might find love and hit the jackpot and you get married. Sometimes you find somebody you date for a few months. Sometimes you find a friend. There are a lot of cousins who didn't find romantic.
Okay, I don't really want to hit a rest, but listen. Vanity should be her middle name, actually her first name. This lady is absolutely delusional. So again, she came out here talking all that jazz, right? And she basically did it to scare people into stop reacting off of her show. Now, what she does not realize is she probably get more views for people doing reactions off of her show, because when people see people doing reactions, it actually pushes people to her page so they can see firsthand what goes on these shows, right? So a lot of bloggers actually boost other people's commentary. Like, okay, for instance, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They probably get more people watching their show because of the bloggers that come out here and blog on their show. Do you understand what I'm saying? Same with all these other reality shows. These people watch the show because they want to be ahead and know what's going on. So when their favorite blogger comes out here and talk about it, they will have something to talk about in the chat. So they probably watch Kendra's show simply off the backs of being able to join in on the conversation when the reaction person, blogger, is reacting on the video. So they're driving people to her page. If no one talked about Kendra's show, if no one did no reaction, commentary, or nothing, she may not have the viewers that she has now. Okay? But let's listen to what happened. So you see it up here. It says this video is no longer available due to copyright claims by Single Live LLC. What did Kendra do? Kendra struck the page or had a lawyer do it, whatever the case may be. They struck the video and it came down. Okay. The video came down. Why? Because YouTube by law has to take it down. If you claim that it's copyright infringement, YouTube has to take it down. Now, once that video comes down, the person that lost the video or the person that the video belonged to, they can counterclaim it. And when they counterclaim it and said, basically, this is not theft, I was doing commentary, I was doing reactions, or whatever the case may be, the video stays down unless they take the person to court. Okay? And if they take the person to court, the judge have to say whether or not it was truly infringement or not. Okay? Right? So this young man right here, let me put him up. And I can't even remember the name of his page, but I'm sure he's going to tell you in a minute. This young man, I want to say it's some type of initial because it's Men Against Bitter Women. That's the name of his channel, Men Against Bitter Women. So it's Men Against Bitter Women. So MABW. I think that's the name of his channel. MABW. Men Against Bitter Women. All right. He is one of her, and let me show you his channel because he does reaction videos on Kendra's show. Yeah, Men Again is MABW. This is his page. Hold on just one second. I'm going to come back to the video. Now, I have not heard his commentary except for just this video. So I don't know if he put women down. So I have not listened to any of the videos that he did reactions to. I have not listened to them. If you guys would like to go over there and support his channel, you can do so. His page is Men Against Bitter Women. Okay, MABW. All right. So he was one of the ones that had his video removed by Kendra. Why? Well, because Kendra was talking about him being one of the commentary. And again, his page only has 28,000 subscribers. Okay, 28,000. I think he said he started in the end of 2024. So he grew to 28,000 rather quickly. All right, hold on. Somebody just sent me something. Oh, I'll look at that later. So he grew his channel rather quickly, right? So anyway, where was I? Okay, so as you can see, he does commentary. Well, hold on. Does he do it just on Kendra? Because it looked like he may do it on Why Men Are. So actually, he does it on different things. So it's not just on. Okay. I see Kendra picture right there, Kendra picture right there. So I don't know if all of them is on Kendra. Again, I really have not listened to nothing, but I did come across the video that he spoke of how he sued her. I mean, how she sued him in court and lost. Okay. And where's that video at? I have it, but I'm just seeing where is it at on here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, he calls her Kendra Sleaze. Okay, it says from Kendra Sleaze. Okay, it must have been a video because let's go to the video. Where is it at? Did he get it removed? Oh, right here. Here it goes. 3 days ago, judge took case sleeves to school on fair use and the First Amendment. Okay. We're only going to watch a little bit of the video, right? And I got it over here because I like to be able to control the stopping points or whatever. So I do have the video here. And we're going to watch what he says that she was claiming him or accusing him of doing, and how her and her lawyer tried hard as hell to get him in some type of legal troubles. Okay. I want you to take a listen to what he had to say.
Just please hold this fucking L. Let's get right to it.
Okay, we're gonna bypass his intro. He says, basically, take this effing L. Okay, here we go.
No, if MABW is making a video, y'all know that we won, right? For the MABW team, it's been a long time coming for her. Okay, let's get ready to get into this, and let me talk about what was going on for the past damn near a month, possibly a month and a half. About a month ago, a little over a month ago, your boy MABW, I got hit with a restraining order from Kendra Sleaze. And that restraining order pretty much came after your boy MABW won his counter notification that my DMCA claim. Okay, 10 videos put back up, 2 strikes.
Now, do y'all hear that? 10 videos. She struck 10 videos and they were all put back up. Why? Because he won his counterclaim from YouTube. But that pissed her off, right? Because she thought that if she struck his channel 10 times, that he would lose his channel. And I guarantee you, she told her lawyer to go after him hard so that he can lose his channel. She was literally trying to snatch his channel from under him, because who files 10 claims on one channel in one day? Okay. So 10 videos was removed and 10 videos were put back up. Okay. All right, let's continue. So he said he got his 10 videos back from YouTube. That pissed her off. So what does she do? She takes him to court. She said, Amor, are you worried she might strike you? No, I'm not worried about no strikes. Okay. Only strikes I ever worry about is harassment or bullying, because that's when your channel is in trouble. But copyright, no, ma'am. I know my copyright law. So even if the video comes down, I would do exactly what this young man did and get it right back up. Okay. And if she takes me to court, I will go to court with her and come out here and straight embarrass her. Same thing he's doing. Okay. Y'all know I ain't afraid of no court. Okay. I ain't afraid of no court. I done been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the damn hat. Okay? I'm not afraid of no court. All right, let's continue. I think what he did was good because it's the same thing I would have did. Now, some content creators would have sat down and they wouldn't have even fought her in court because they would have been too afraid. Kendra ain't no big bad wolf, okay? She just talk like she is. She don't know the rules and the laws, but hopefully the judge schooled her ass on this one, okay? But again, just like this man is going to say, he won, but it's probably several other smaller channels that allowed her to bully them with their goddamn court papers, right? And they did not either go to court or they didn't pay for a lawyer. Okay. She thinks she's going to get you hurt you where the money at, right? But this particular YouTuber said hell to the no. And he probably getting more views now than he was getting because he basically put her to shame. But let's go.
His counter notification that my DMCA claim. Okay. 10 videos put back up, 2 strikes were removed. Once that happened, about a week later, possibly 2 weeks later, I got hit with a restraining order from Kendra Sleaze. Now, your boy MABW, I've only been to California one time. When I went to Cali, that was back in about 2000.
I don't even know why he explained that, because that don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Same old stuff again. Hold on, y'all. It didn't freeze up on me. Let me just go. Hold on, y'all. Let me just do it like this, because sometimes that gets on my nerves. Let's do it like this. Oh shoot. Hold on.
If not later.
Hold on. All right, let's go back. I'm sorry, y'all. 10 videos she struck. Ooh, child, she was trying to end him. Hey, you guys, if y'all want to send your girl a super chat, if you like the video, if you are enjoying this content, please tip the host. Please tip the host. Please tip the host. Okay. I'm at work too now. Y'all. All right. But here we go. Here we go.
Tried to throw up a Hail Mary and thought that the shit was gonna.
Okay, hold on.
All of the shit that she tried to throw up a Hail Mary with me on was dismissed, okay?
Okay, hold on. Let's go back and see what she tried to claim him with.
I've told y'all before, your boy MABW do, but your boy got hit with a restraining order. As of today, all of the shit that she tried to throw up a Hail Mary with me on was dismissed, okay? Now, this lady pretty much tried to throw up a Hail Mary and thought that the shit was gonna work. She pretty much tried to use the restraining order to let YouTube know, because if she would have won today, she would have sent this paperwork over to YouTube and say, I won the stalking. She said I was stalking her.
Ooh.
She said I was cyberbullying her.
Ooh.
And harassing her.
Ooh.
She said she had to get a bodyguard because she didn't know what my followers looked like. And she stated also that when I went on my platform on September 6th, I believe, that when I went live, she stated that I told my audience to go blow her shit up. When I was pretty much stating to my audience, blow her shit up, as far as like go blow her spot up. Her and her goofy ass attorney, they literally took it as me saying, go take this device, put it by her household, and blow her shit up. Now, she's so goofy. I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember that live. Remember when I was scrolling through and I would say, look, y'all go blow her shit up. Go tell her she capping. She stated that I showed her address, her phone number, and was giving out her information, pretty much doxing her. When I was telling pretty much my followers that, or I'm telling y'all now, there's no way I can dox you, because for those of you that don't know how YouTube works, pretty much when somebody gives you a fucking strike and you counter it, you have to put in your information.
That's true.
Time, okay?
That's true.
I had to put my fucking address down.
That's right.
My phone number down, and pretty much had to put myself out there on Front Street. She ain't have to do shit.
That's true.
She literally.
That is true. When you do a counterclaim, you have to give up your real information, your real phone number, your real address, and even your real name. Yes, you have to put all your shit out there, right? So they'll know how to sue you, basically, if they're going to sue you via email, send it to your address or whatever the case may be. And then they need to know who the hell they suing, right?
Went in court under oath, for the most part, lying. Straight lying. She couldn't prove without a shadow of doubt. She couldn't prove that I was actually harassing, cyberbullying her, or doing any of the above that stuff that she claimed in the paperwork. And I'm gonna read this shit off to y'all because this shit is laughable. Straight laughable, okay? First and foremost, she said I found her on YouTube.
Ooh.
Isn't that how everybody fucking finds you? So if anybody...
She made it sound like the dude was looking for her, right?
If you on YouTube, that means they're stalking you.
Wow.
She said, I consistently, from October 2024 to the present, I've been bullying her. Cyber stalking and releasing videos publicly. Like, I've been going to her household, looking in the window, recording her, taking her laptop and putting videos out of her.
And she's just another one of the crew that thinks that bullying and cyber stalking is doing commentary on them. Now, y'all know we've seen and heard that before. The cyber stalking. Oh, you're cyber stalking me. You mentioned my name. I'm taking you to court. And y'all see how that worked out, right? That is not cyberbullying, and that is not stalking. Just because somebody cuss you out, call you a name, and mention you in their commentary, that does not mean that they are cyberbullying and stalking you, okay? Ain't nobody looking through your windows. Ain't nobody even texting your phone, calling you, or doing none of that, okay? And that's why the cyber stalking and bullying be the first thing that gets thrown the hell out, okay?
That's how fucking clueless she is about
Ooh.
how YouTube works and how fair use.
Well, it's a lot of clueless people out here in these YouTube streets, okay?
And I want to be clear with y'all. I would never in my life want to be around that lady ever. There would literally be no reason for MABW to be around Kendra G. Well, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing, okay? She stated, I host a dating show online, and the harassment has caused me extreme emotional distress.
Ooh.
Where I can't sleep and I'm depressed.
Ooh.
And crying all the time.
Ooh.
I'm not mentally stable to host my show.
Ooh.
Now, let's stop it right there. To the people out there.
Now, I've heard those words before. Y'all hear that? I have heard those words before. I'm emotionally distressed. I've lost money because I can't come do my job. I can't even think right. Oh, I've dealt with all of this. I need to go to counseling. You know what I mean? OMG, the lies, the lies, the lies. Oh my God.
And crying all the time. I'm not mentally stable to host my show. Now, let's stop it right there. To the people out there. Has she been hosting her show thus far and still making it seem like she's doing totally fine?
Ooh.
She stated on this paperwork that I took away opportunities from her. To the people out there, has she still been going on shows, talk shows, and has any opportunity seem like it's been taken away from her? From what y'all have seen, she stated that MABW says I'm doing commentary, reaction videos, that I'm taking away opportunities from her, which is a damn lie. She said I'm not mentally stable to host my show. Every time I post a video, he harasses me. I don't harass you. Every time you post a video, I do a reaction video. Because if you don't know how YouTube works, everybody, the early bird gets the worm. So anybody that knows how YouTube works and they're pretty much making money off of this shit, you know that you get to the video first, you put it out, hopefully people see your video first, voila. That's how it works. It's called capitalism, kind of, if you want to think about it just a little bit. I'm capitalizing off getting to the video first. Now, that's just how YouTube works. You ever got some juicy content first and you were like, I want to get out here and put it out there first. That's how it works, Kendra Sleaze, you big goofy bot. That's how it works. And once again, this is not a win just for me. This is a win for all content creators, by the way. Salute to all of us. Okay? Don't be scared to challenge people.
That's right.
She spent over 10 bands to take me to court. I spent a couple of bands too to fight it, but it was worth it.
Yes.
It was worth it.
Yes.
Okay? Don't be scared to fight nobody. I highly doubt. Let me give a word of advice to the content creators out there. I highly doubt that she wants to keep going to court and spending over 10 bands to fight you. She tried it with me and lost. Y'all think she want to keep going to war with every YouTuber that's on this fucking platform just to get a, case dismissed? She tried to throw a Hail Mary on your boy MABW, everybody. She tried to throw the Hail Mary out there and make it land. Didn't work.
Okay, that's as much as a commentary we're going to do on him. Now, he goes into all the details of what she said in court and what the judge said and this, that, and the other. But I'm here to tell you it was dismissed, okay? The judge basically says there is a fair use clause in place, and he, by law, cannot go against fair use. The very legal doctrine that she says, I don't like that because that's for lazy people. That just mean they want to steal. Kendra G lawsuit was thrown the hell out. It was dismissed. She lost. Spent $10,000, made up a few lies, allegedly, okay? I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't think. I can't even do my commentary properly or whatever she said, okay? Whatever she said, it did not work. They love going in front of the judge and acting like somebody doing commentary on them, right? It's just messing with their mental. They try to use that. Oh my God, you're harassing me. You're stalking me. You are messing with my mental. Dismiss, denied, okay? So Kendra G The video that she did talking about, I'm not playing and I'm not, I know she got to feel like a big ass goofy. The same one that came out and said, I'm all the way up here. I have surpassed your husband. I'm all the way up here. Well, this YouTuber, less than 30,000 subscribers, knocked her down. She said, what is his YouTube channel? His YouTube channel is MABW, Men Against Bitter Women. Okay. He has 28,000 subscribers, so he's really considered a small YouTuber. And this small YouTuber took on Kendra G. He wasn't scared. He knew his rights and he knows how to read. He was covered up under fair use, but she thought her money was long. Okay, she thought her money was longer than his. Now he didn't have to pay a lawyer as much as she did. You always going to have to pay more when you are the initiator because you got to go, you know, and get a retainer and all that stuff or whatever, right? But he fought it. And like he said, it's not just a win for him. It is a win for all YouTubers. Because let me tell you what would have happened. If she would have beat him, she would have tried to go after every YouTuber that ever do reaction videos on her show. If she does not want no one to do reaction videos on her, she needs to keep her shit off of YouTube. Okay? Or not even off of YouTube, but just off the internet, period. Okay? Do it privately or whatever the case may be. Do it, you know, do it to where no one sees it. But what gets me is how vain she was to think that her, of all the people out there that get reaction videos done, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Marriage of Huntsville, the ESPN, you know what I mean? All these shows out here, right? That get reaction videos done. For her to think that she's so vain, I don't know if it's because she met Beyonce in person or whatever, I don't know. But to think that she's so vain and so important that the judge or even YouTube would side with her, she needs to bring it down a level or two. So she got taught a lesson. It backfired on her, right? Because what she thought that she owned, she really don't own. And that is the rights for no one to repurpose her videos, okay? It is covered up under the copyright doctrine, copyright law, fair use. The man was not taking her videos and just posting it to gain money from it. He was putting in his own work, his own commentary, and he was doing reactions on the guest on her show. The guest. Now, again, I don't know if he was dogging these women or not. Why do I don't know that? Well, because I have never watched his show except for this video. So I don't know if that's what she was upset. Maybe he was dogging the women. I don't know. But for her to think that she can just go out there and say, I got lawyers, I got lawyers, I got lawyers, and thought that she was going to take down reaction bloggers, well, she got hit in the face with a big fat no-no. The judge told her no. The judge schooled her on fair use and First Amendment because he also calls her Kendra Sleaze. So I'm sure she probably went in there and said, oh, he calls me names. He disrespects me. He calls me Sleaze and not Kendra G, right? Well, guess what? People call our president names. That is your First Amendment right. That is not against fair use. You can criticize people. You can critique people, okay? But anyway, she tried to holler harassment, cyberbullying, and all of that. And the judge says, where, how? He's not doing none of that. So her case got dismissed. She lost her money, okay? And now I'm pretty sure she has to look like a damn fool. Because guess what? She had to come back and tell her cousins. She had to come back and tell her cousins that what she had them doing and that is going around on YouTube trying to find everybody that's streaming her shit. Now she got to tell her cousins, I had y'all wasting y'all damn time. I had y'all wasting y'all time because guess what? It is their right to criticize my video as long as they're doing this, and this. So anyway, I found that quite interesting. Doing this, listening to this video showed me just how vain Kendra G is. I did not know she was like that. I've even did a video on her before saying, oh my God, she's impressive. She, she became a millionaire. She's a hard worker and this, that, and the other or whatnot. But this video that she did, it changed my view of her. This lady is very arrogant. This lady is nasty. This lady need to bring it down a notch. She thinks she's better than people. You understand what I'm saying? And even to try to use the black card by saying it only happens to our own people. Black people love to tear other black people down. I wish people would stop that bullshit, right? They say that because they're in the black community. Majority of her people that she have coming on the show is black. They are the ones that support her channel while she out here throwing shade at black people. You understand me? They're probably her largest audience. But you will hear people do that. Black people this, black people that, black people this. And if she was white, she'll be blaming it on the white community. And if she was Asian, she'll be blaming it on the Asian community. You understand what I'm saying? If she was Hispanic, she'll be blaming it on the Hispanic community. But she's blaming it on the black community. Why? Because it just sounds good. It sounds good. And she wants to carry a narrative. So anyway, she said, I'm shocked she acts like that. Yeah, I've never really paid that much attention to her to really know what type of attitude she had, But now that I know that her attitude stinks, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't agree with how she talks, how she portrays herself, how she's so vain and arrogant. Okay. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring y'all that commentary. She lost in court, and I know she feels some type of way, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. Listening to her, it gave me a little narc vibes. What about y'all? I know y'all probably like, damn, Amore, you call everybody a narc. But she gave me a little narc vibes, how she was talking about, you're only going to be as high as here. And you don't have a right to repurpose my videos. Like, oh, it gave me a little, she's, what's the word? She's too into herself. She's too not into herself, but she too arrogant. Like, oh, it gave me narc vibes. It really did. She said, I watched her a few times. I never liked Kendra. She's going to go broke because I've seen quite a few bloggers doing reactions on her videos. And that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to go broke, right? But I will tell you, yeah, grandiose's vibes. Yeah, I've arrived. I've worked my ass off. Yeah, self-absorbed. That's what I'm looking for. She's very self-absorbed, talking about the married men wouldn't be watching her if they wife looked better than her. She was doing the most. She was absolutely doing the most. And even though I've never really watched her, I've heard her a time or two. Like when I say watch her, I mean like really watched her, right? I've glanced at her shit here and there, right? But not lately. She even talked to the people sometime that comes on her show. She talks to them crazy, right? She talks to them crazy. Like, don't be over here wasting my time. Like she talks to them crazy. But anyway, Kendra G needs to get a grip. I'm not over here wishing that she lose what she done worked her butt off for. But I will say, when you have worked your butt off, right, to make it to the top, you have to remember how you got there and don't look down on people and try to shit on them. The very people, right, that comes on her show, I'm sure she was probably somewhere in their situation at some point, right? But I just hope her losing this case and now watching all the people that's doing commentary on this particular thing right here, because there's a lot of people now that's doing reaction videos on her losing her case, right? I hope she take this as a lesson learned and say, you know what? Maybe I was a little bit too vain. Maybe I did try to step up a little bit and drag bloggers that's doing things that's within their legal rights to do. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe she will take a look at this and understand the error of her ways and how she came off to people. And maybe she will correct that. I don't know, but maybe she will. Okay. She says, I think she was doing a scare tactic. Well, she was probably doing a scare tactic, Jen. She was doing a scare tactic. And this fella right here, well, he made her put her money where her mouth is. Okay. Now, I'm sure she can think of a lot of other ways that she could have spent that $10,000 or however much she spent. Okay. Because allegedly he said that she spent 10. So however much she spent, I'm sure she could find several other things that she could have done with that money. You understand what I'm saying? She do talk to them people crazy. Yeah, I heard that she did. So anyway, but y'all, thank you. Thank y'all so much for coming through. That is my commentary for today. We covered DDG, his manipulation song that he did on Halle. And we covered Kendra G with her self-absorbed, grandiose ass, arrogant attitude of, you need to get a job. Stop eating off of me. Like she literally thought that she's the reason for the season. I'm feeding your family. I'm putting food on your table. Girl, you ain't no better than Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, hush. Hush and go sit down. All right. Well, anyway, kudos to this young fella for winning his case or whatever. And if y'all want to go follow him, you can. And if you want to go follow Kendra G, you can. Also, the name of her show is, I think it's Kendra G Singles or whatnot. But anyway, let me thank y'all for the love, and I appreciate y'all. Big sis Glenn came through and I didn't even know. But thank you, Iris. I appreciate you so very much. She said, great live stream and more. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do Poop, thank you so much. Sonia C, thank you. And thank you again, Sonia. And thank you, Big Sis Glenn. She said, hey, more mods and chats. I'm here in Orlando and I will catch the live later. Thank y'all so much for those that have blessed this live stream. I do appreciate it. You guys have an amazing Saturday, the rest of your Saturday, should I say. Thank y'all so much. She said, Amor, are you coming back? No, I just spent 2 hours. Just 2 hours. I spent 2 hours. I thought this was a good 2 hours. I really do think it was a good 2 hours. So no, I will not be coming back later. So hit the replay and yeah, or go look at another video or something like that. Oh, Candy slid through, said, buy more a Coke or drop an orange super chat if you can't. Any support matters. Every sip and every orange super fuels the smoke. Show love and pour into the goat. It's okay, Candy girl. I'm about to get off, but I do appreciate you and thank you for the super chat. But I'm about to get off, baby. This is my time. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day, okay? All right, bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay!
She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be want to regress on damn body. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down